think maybe we've now entered the 5 stages of grief for those who supported senile Joe Biden and those who propped him up and then tucked him away in his Delaware basement under the bed, putting him out of touch just long enough, and then they would give proof of life now and then shove him back out of sight. So he wouldn't be allowed to answer any serious questions. But the 5 stages seem to be a bit out of order, a bit out of whack. Maybe we need to have some adjustments to fit with Joe, who clearly is not there anymore, not all there, and frankly has not been since the whole thing started. The 5 stages of grief are normally in this order: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and finally acceptance. But the socialist Democrats that are watching their entire world burn down, they're hitting on all 5 points, sometimes all the time, but they're getting all scrambled up. Let's start with denial. This is something that they're throwing out every single day, something they know a lot about. I mean, there's nothing that has happened that's their fault. Ask them. There's nothing that's their fault. They accept no responsibility for every single policy of theirs that has failed. Like I said, that's my count, every single policy that has failed so far that they have pursued. They deny the damage to the economy, the border, foreign policy, energy, supply chains, food supplies, and the list, it just goes on. Denial for the failed presidency of Joe Biden is not step 1, it's every single step of the process, and they're clinging to it tightly. I mean, what else can they do? How about an example? Let's start with this. Senile Joe Biden lashes out about his own reckless spending and says he is changing people's lives, which is true. He is sending more people into poverty than any president in American history. He is a failure on every measure, too. Listen to this.